Well, it seems as if everything is more expensive nowadays.
Well, joining us to talk about the rising inflation is Dr. Larry Harris from USC Marshall School of Business. Thank you so much for joining us, Doctor. Now,
My pleasure to be here.
but we're seeing relatively high inflation today. I'm going to ask you two questions. Why is that? And are the causes supply chain or gouging or just supply and demand in a pandemic?
So let's talk about the causes. The immediate causes are probably the enormous stimulus that the government provided to try to get us out of the COVID problems. But we certainly have logistics problems, which are pushing up prices, and labor shortages, which are going to push prices as well.
So, Dr. Harris, let's talk about the high price of energy right now. Gasoline, of course, natural gas, what have you. What is that helping to drive up the inflation as well? And with those gas prices, if they come down, could that help? And how do you get them down?
Yeah. So every price rise, regardless of what it is, contributes to inflation. And energy prices have certainly gone up a lot, not only gas at the pump, but also natural gas that we use for heating. How to get it down? Well, probably the best long-term solution is to simply use less of it. So a conversion to electric cars that are powered by solar energy will be helpful. But in the short term, it's difficult. And of course, you know that in California, gasoline prices are much higher than they are in the rest of the country. That's because we use special grades that are difficult to produce in order to control our pollution. And our lives are better for it, but it's very expensive.
Well, Doctor, people always like to know or envision some light at the end of the tunnel. They know they can go through difficulties, but if we can tell them or us when we can expect some relief from the inflation, we might be able to swallow it a little better. So when do you think we can expect some relief?
Well, economists and government officials are quite divided on this issue. Personally, I'm not particularly optimistic. There was an awful lot of stimulus. The government essentially just printed a lot of money, and when there's a lot of money around, money becomes devalued, which is another way of saying that there's inflation. The hope is that when COVID's over and logistic problems go away, that things return to normal. But the problem is that inflation's often caused by inflationary expectations. So when people expect inflation, they demand higher wages. The higher wages lead to higher product prices, which causes inflation, which again reinforces those expectations, and it's just a vicious circle. So it's very important for the Federal Reserve to respond quickly now to control the inflation.
Dr. Harris, I'm learning so much from you. Let's put on your consumer hat, if you don't mind, and tell us how people can save some money.
Well, the best way to save money is to keep to a budget. If you're at the grocery, buy the generic items instead of the brand items. They're usually just as good. Go out a little less often, make things at home if you can, drive a bit less. And in general, be conservative with your money, and that way it'll go a little bit further. But the problem, of course, is that when the prices are running away from you, your money can't catch up.
Wow, Dr. Larry Harris, thanks so much for joining us. I mean, that was some great advice.
Yeah.
Guess we should cycle more too. That might help. Yeah,
It'd
thanks
be
so
good
much.
for everything, good for the health too.
You're right.